Hi Geminis, how are you? Oh, jumping out already, they are. I haven't asked anything yet, so let's put those back and let's see if they come out again. Alright, so we're going to start off with a general reading. We're going to see what it turns into, what it is Gemini needs to know right now. We're going to have an extended out on Patreon as well, and it's one fee for all of the extended for every month. So you can jump in there, check out all your other placements. Oh, this is looking lovely. The Strength card. The Sun card. You could definitely have something to do with a Leo going on here. The Five of Inspirations, or the Five of Wands. The Page of Cups. What else is going on for Gemini, please? What does Gemini need to know right now for the month of January? But of course, it's timeless whenever you find it. Is when you were meant to find it. Also remember, like, share, subscribe. Also remember, check out your other placements as well. And if you don't know, excuse my Frenchies, if you don't know what your other astrology placements are, Gemini, go check out the link below. I've got a link to a free natal reading, so you can go get your chart done. You need your time of birth, as that's going to help you find your ascendant. It's also helpful for your moon too, because the moons change every 2 days. So you might just happen to have fallen on the time of day when it's changing between two signs for moon signs. The rising sign changes every 2 hours. And you came out of the deck there, the Lovers. So obviously it's great to have your own card featured, but this is the Lovers. And we have the Lovers, the Page of Cups, and the Sun, which are all cards of commitment. What else are we doing? What else, Gemini? What's going on for January? What do we need to know? Okay, I did see that before. So let's just get a little look what's going on here. The Strength and the Sun. Like I said, definitely could have a Leo featuring in your life. They're also, the Sun is the most optimistic card in the deck. We've got the Sun, the Page of Emotions, the Lovers. Something really amazing. There's a fly. Something really amazing, I think, really positive, really beautiful is going to be happening in these next 2 weeks. 2 weeks from whenever you see it. The five of Inspiration, the Five of Pentacles. There has been a feeling in the past, perhaps you felt like you were having to compete, perhaps you felt like you were experiencing a sense of lack, or just feeling like you were out in the cold. We also have the High Priestess, the Ace of Inspiration, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Inspiration, or the Nine of Wands, the King of Cups, or the Muse of Cups, emotions in this deck, the Ten of Inspiration, or the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Materials, Seven of Pentacles. So what is coming up for you? We definitely have a sense of the Strength and the Sun with a bit of Five of Inspirations going on. This could be, so fives a change. Fives a change. We've got 2 5s. This deck is very much about looking at the ways we do compete with ourselves as well as other people externally. Are we competing with people in a sexual manner? Are we competing with other people to do with our external looks, our ego-based? Are we competing with people physically to do with strength? Are we competing intellectually? And there's definitely could be, feeling like you're experiencing, like others feel like they have to compete with you, or perhaps you feel like you have to compete with others. Can also be that you're feeling the need to compete with the old version of yourself. So, and that's my favorite kind of competition, right? The best kind of comparison. Don't ever compare yourself to anyone else. Only compare yourself to who you used to be, right? And who you want to be. And can you make those things work, right? What are you willing to let go to be your best self? And it could be Strength card. So like I said, we've got Leo, but this also could very much be because we've also got the High Priestess underneath and the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, sorry, the Nine of Inspirations, and the Ten of Rods, right, the Ten of Inspirations. Very much could be you have been focusing inwards, not letting the other stuff distract you, right? Really being focused on self-improvement, focusing on your goals. The Strength card is a really beautiful card. She tames the lion. She tames the beast through gentle love, gentle, loving care. It's not a forceful power. It's just love. It's just love. The harnessing of your will. Definitely having a sense of, and it's interesting, we've got the Strength and the High Priestess next to each other here, and then the Sun too right next to each other. This very much could be you really stepping into your power. Perhaps you've gone and you've fought those demons. You've been working on yourself. And the most optimistic card in the deck, the Sun. It's so full of joy. It's so full of optimism. But it's success. It's love. It's joy. It's freedom. It's commitment. It's such a wealthy card. Wealthy for all of the different abundances, right? Not just money, but it's also just that amazing joy when your heart is full of love. And then we've also got the Page of Cups, very much that heart full of love radiating from your center. And then the Lovers. We definitely could have something going on here with a romantic interest. The High Priestess next to the Ace of Inspiration, the Ace of Wands. And both of these cards really have a lot of, sorry, my lighting's a bit crap. I'm not sure if you can see the cards. They've both got a lot of third eye activation going on here. And these cards really do give me a sense of, like, she's got this, let's see if I can make it better. She's got, it looks like a native Australian plant, and I'm not sure if it's native Australian. I don't think the deck is. I think she's American, but it's a protea. It's this really beautiful Australian plant, but it's like her head is just, definitely activated. And the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Inspiration, the 5 of Inspiration, all here next to each other. This might have been when you're going within and you're really, or it could be stuff you have experienced. Perhaps you have really felt like you've gone through the ringer. Perhaps there has really been a sense of isolation, not feeling good enough, or feeling like you really do have to compete, whether it's competing for someone's attention, competing for recognition, competing for... I'm also getting a sense right now, this could be just feeling like your set of circumstances, right, that you're wanting to manifest, whether it's a partner, whether it's a perfect job, whether it's, you know, the perfect home, whatever it is you've been trying to manifest and bring in, it has seemed like it has been taking a very long time, and you have felt like very much out in the cold. But the gorgeous messages and guidance from the 5 of Materials, the 5 of Pentacles, is that you were sitting on the steps. You were right outside, whether it's a church or a chapel or, you know, religious buildings were often sanctuaries. Whenever something went wrong, you could go to the church, right? And you could seek refuge. And here you are stuck outside, right? You're on the steps, but you're on the steps outside the door to the sanctuary. And quite often that is when we feel so alone and so lacking, right? And yet we're so close. We are so close. And if all we did is we turned around and we stood up and we walked into the door, we would be where we were hoping to be. And this 9 of Wands, it's a really beautiful card. Doesn't quite give the beat up sense you get usually, right? She doesn't have any wounds, no bruises, but she's been through so much to get to this point. The 9 of Wands, and yet she doesn't give up. And this is the deck. This deck has no males, it's all females, so she does not give up. But the Knight, the person in the 9 of Wands in a traditional deck is so battered and bruised, and they have not given up. There's a sense of determination, and you're also so close. You're so close to getting to your end goal, right? And in between these two is the Muse or the King of Cups, right? The Muse of Emotions or the King of Cups. And I think it might really be that final piece of the puzzle you've been looking for, right? Has felt like it has been a bit elusive. And yet it's so close. It's so close. And you know you're not going to give up. Sometimes you really feel deflated, but you're at this point in January, whenever you read this, whenever you see this, I think your sense of optimism, is really heightened. Yeah, you've had those moments of feeling down, but you've got back up. You've got back up, you didn't give up, and you've stayed focused. And that's when you really need to do, you know, your work on yourself, and to keep yourself focused on the things that you're after, and to stay positive and optimistic. To stay positive and optimistic, right? To stay positive and optimistic when you feel like, you know, everyone's out to get you. And then there it is. Then here comes this beautiful offer. It's going to make your heart sing. Definitely could be love. I've got a few nice little love cards on the deck. And yet it could also be something that's just going to be really bringing you a lot of joy. Wait, let's gonna do some little clarifications here, please. All right, clarify for Gemini. Let's clarify for Gemini. What's going on? Let's clarify for Gemini. What's going on here? Let's clarify for Gemini. Oh, it's good. Oh, Five of Pentacles again. But they were on the bottom of the deck. But there is the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. This new beginning, this new offer, this beautiful offer here, because we do have the Ace of Inspirations, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. This new beginning is going to be something that is not only giving you all those passionate feels, it's something that is perhaps going to be giving you wealth and material blessings too. Passion and wealth. Passion and wealth. Wish fulfillment. After going through a period where you've really felt out in the cold. It's like you just couldn't find the door. It's like you got stuck. You got stuck, right? By the window looking in. Oh, if only I could get in there, right? And you were so close. You're on the perimeter, you just had to walk around the corner, right? And up the stairs before you could get in to the door. Definitely could be a relationship you felt hasn't manifested in your life. Could be your career as well. It could be both. Give us clarification on the Five of Inspirations. The Six of Pentacles. It hasn't felt fair, right? It hasn't felt fair. You've been wanting to find this beautiful equal give and take for someone to reciprocate. Perhaps you're a giver, right? And you just haven't quite found the person who is that equal match for you. You've always felt like you've been the one to do the work, or the one to do all the giving, and the other person just hasn't been quite ready for it. Yeah. Clarify the Page of Emotions and the Lovers, please. Let's give us some messages here. The Chariot. This is going to be success. You might have Cancer in your chart. I'm a Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, Libra Rising, Leo and Venus. Oh, sorry, Venus and Leo. I'm feeling this read right now myself. The Chariot in this deck. She's riding her broom. She's got a little doggy companion floating. I'm going to have to get the lighting sorted so you can see that next time. She's flying over the pyramids. This is harnessing, right? Harnessing your willpower. Once again, very much strength, Nine of Inspirations, right? Harnessing the willpower that you have. And once you have that, once you've realized your power and how to direct your energy, there's no stopping you. This is movement. This is success. This is victory. This is amazing and wonderful things. The Page of Cups and the Lovers being clarified by this. Once again, it could be someone with Cancerian energy, but it's going to take you to beautiful places. And I think this is really about, this is coming in because you have done the self-work. All that leveling up, right? All that leveling up. And it's so easy to want to give up along the way. It is so easy to want to give up. So easy to want to give up along the way. Sometimes it feels unsurmountable. The wall is just too high. The tests are never ending. Oh. So I clarified the Priestess and the Ace of Inspirations. We get the Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. It's all over. The hard stuff. It's over. And this brand new beginning and this enlightenment that you're feeling with, we've got 2 wish fulfillment cards here as well, right? The Star and the Nine of Cups. And you've healed yourself. The Priestess is definitely someone who has done all the inner work, right? And gained the wisdom and the knowledge. And now her chakras are just illuminated. She's shining. She's standing in her light. And here it is. This beautiful Aquarian, gorgeous energy of the Star. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Chariot, Lovers. A lot of, this is wealth and love. This is also like generational wealth, right? This is leaving a legacy behind. I think whatever it is you're doing. Oh, and I didn't even see on the bottom of the cup. On the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Someone is offering you something beautiful. And all of the worries, all of those dark days, they're ended. Generally, like in the traditional decks, there is like the sun coming over the horizon. It's the dawn of a new day. The dark night has ended. There's no more betrayal and sadness and hard stuff to go through. It's over. It's done. Let's clarify. 5 of Materials, 9 of Inspiration, please. Oh, that's too many. Oh, but I just picked it up and there was the 2 of Cups. And the Tower is on the bottom. I'm going to take where the deck split. Oh, and then there's the Lovers again. Jesus. So, the 5 of Materials, the 9 of Inspiration. This has been something which has challenged your foundations, right? And perhaps it's been because the old has really fallen away. And now it's made space for the new. The other beautiful thing, I don't see the Tower as a negative card. And what I do love about the Tower is that it's also a higher chakra activation, really. This is a whole lot of universal energy, things out of your control that you have to go through, right? You have to go through them. But at the same time, it can also be like that sudden flash of inspiration with the lightning bolt hitting the top of the tower, hitting your crown chakra. And all of a sudden the epiphany is like, I know why I have to change. I know why. Or perhaps it's in hindsight too. All of a sudden there's oh, that's why that happened. That is why I had to go through all of this stuff. And underneath that was the Lovers as well. The Lovers twice. You're twice in your reading here, gems. It's also a decision, right? the Lovers in traditional decks was the Choice card. And I think perhaps you made the choice, whether it was to leave something that wasn't serving you in the past. And there's the Two of Cups too. There's so much love energy here. I really do think this could definitely be a brand new love coming in. In the extended, we will really hone in on love specifically and money. All right, let's clarify the King of Cups. Oops, 10 of Inspirations. And we have the Queen of Swords. So the King of Cups and clarification with the Queen of Swords. So this is someone, they feel deeply, right? They have so much beautiful love, but they also have control of their emotions. They don't not feel things. They still feel them, but they don't let them get out of control, right? They have learned how to be in control of their emotions, of their willpower. They're quite discerning. They really have a lot of insight into people. What's motivating them? Is this their real self that they're showing? Is this a mask? What's going on? More Gemini energy. Alright. Actually, they look very similar too. The way that they're coming out. So the haircuts, not sure if you can see, the haircuts are very similar. They look like the same people. And the Queen is actually looking up towards, and that's just what they do a lot in this deck. They've done the mirrored images. But she's just looking up. And she actually, the look on her face is actually, and it's not going to be easy for you guys to see her expression on her face. She's got this little hint of a smile. Like she's looking up and she's like, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I see you. Let's close that one. For this one, please. Knight of Swords with the Empress. And this card has this gorgeous sense, like he's just rising above, right? He's rising above instead of like being that fast forward movement that you see in a lot of Knight of Swords cards. He's in the air, he's an air element, and he's just like elevating. And as much as this is meant to be a card of speed, his face has this very serene quality to it. I think there's a lot of leveling up. There's leveling up that is going on. And this is why you have become the Empress. And even look at the way she's looking at her cup. And her cup is like glowing. This cup full of Venusian love. And she's pregnant with all this opportunity and all of the little elements, the little fairies, the little sprites, the animals, the plants. They just thrive and they want to be near her. There's this beautiful sense. You could just imagine her like walking through a barren field and a forest would just spring up behind her. She's definitely earned her crown. And now, and she's been, and that's also clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. It's taken a while, right? It has taken a while. You planted your seeds, you tended to them, you protected your crops when, like, you know, the elements were being ridiculous and the little crazy animals were trying to eat them before they grew. You did the work. You withstood the trials. And now, after all this time, after all this incubation period, it's really, I really get this sense that there's all this blossoming. All this blossoming. And it's like you're just sitting back now. I'm just going to take it all in. And you should. You should take it all in. Everything that you have done, everything you've worked on to get to this point. Oh my God. If only everyone could have experienced what you've gone through, right? It's been a journey. It's been a journey, right? And you need to, we don't want to like go into the stories of all the horrible things we had to endure too much, right? We really want to say, wow, thank you. Look at everything I did. Look at everything I came through. Look at this amazing, all these qualities I now have gained, the strength, the determination, the perseverance, all the extra skill sets, right? All this extra stuff that I have now gained because of all that I traversed. Sometimes it might have been really messy. Sometimes it might have been done with grace. We obviously would like to do things more graceful than, you know, messy, but you get through it and you learn the lessons. All right. We're going to see what's coming up. We're going to see what's coming up in the extended, but before we do that, we're going to pull an angel oracle card. All right. What messages do we have for Gemini? It was not the right time. That is why it felt like you were spinning your wheels, like you just couldn't make anything work. And it's because it was not the right time. And now you're getting a big fat yes. Now it's time. Now it's going to happen. Oh my God, this is beautiful. We're going to jump on over to the extended if you want to follow. Like I said, you get all of the different signs, extended readings under the one link in Patreon. I'm also super keen to hear if there's anything else you guys want on that service. Anything else you want on YouTube too. Please, I'd love like to have that beautiful back and forth with you guys. I'll see you soon. Light and love.